Ah, crap.
What? What? We just started. How can you all crap already?
I forgot my...
Your notebook and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just he's gone. I'll just did he just fall over? I'll keep the listeners entertained. And for Connor, he'll be entertained whenever he gets to edit this episode. Hi guys. How's it going? Hi Connor, editing this episode right now. I'm all alone. I don't like it. It fills me with existential dread all the time. But it's okay. I have BMO right here with me. For the viewers, you can see little Ranger Archer BMO from Adventure Time, of course. Let me see. Oh, well, let's do two truths and a lie. My two truths. He's coming back. Shoot. My two truths are that. Okay, everybody, shush. Okay.
Parkour. I want you to know I heard you talking, and I will be editing this.
I know. I said hi to you. I said hi to future you.
I will listen to everything you just said.
I know.
Some point.
I know. I made sure to say hi to future Connor.
Uh-huh.
But I think the listeners would like to hear all that.
How did this come?
Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me
Come on.
Funky Town? Do you have to go back and get more?
I don't want to go back and...
It's fine. It gives me time to talk to my listeners one-on-one.
Hold on. You ready for this level of...
You're just going to call AJ to like snap a picture and send it to you?
No. Can you bring me my backpack, please?
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. The intro is gone.
No, this is great. What are you talking about?
No, like from my notes, my intro is gone.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's on... Nope, that's from the back.
Well, I've got an intro for you. We were playing Dice Throne last night.
And how badly did you lose?
Very badly. Mom beat me. She was playing Captain Marvel, which of course she beat me with Captain Marvel. And Dad played Scarlet Witch, and he was the first to die. I was playing the Seraph, which was a fun one. Kind of like the Paladin, but better. Is that your mom? Tell her I said thank you.
She's already out.
Well, yell. She can hear you. It's a small basement.
She can't actually. She's very deaf. All right, you ready to do this?
I am ready.
Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Edgar Allan Poe. And my telltale heart is screaming at me.
So you fully abandoned the idea of a callback nickname?
No. There's a reason for it. So we were talking about, this is how my brain works. We were talking about groups of animals, and which made me think of Murders of Crows, which made me think of ravens, which made me think of Edgar Allan Poe. So voila, my name for this week is Edgar Allan Poe. So it was either that or the creator of the bidet, Connor. So I think this is a much
that would
better...
have been a better and deeper cut. Proved you were a little bit more of a clever boy because you knew the creator of the bidet.
because nobody would have known that. Nobody would have. They would have been like, who is John Bidet Ramsey? And they,
First of all, pretty sure that's a serial killer.
no. It was a person who was killed. I think it was the murder of John Bidet Ramsey. But yeah,
I don't think that's right.
She was like a child. John Bidet Ramsey.
That doesn't sound right at all. Anyways,
Her brother killed her. Don't we know this?
Ooh, you studied criminology.
Okay, all right. At least I didn't study the Bible.
I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you over ACAB.
Shut up. We're moving on.
Matt, how was your week?
I mean, it was good until we started recording this episode. No, I mean it was all right. I worked this weekend and it was kind of,
Yeah. Thursday was fun though. We got to see each other again. You came down and we did a trivia night with some of my other friends.
How could I forget the trivia night where the only answer I knew, you also knew. So I was useless the entire night. How could I forget?
It wasn't that bad. It was just who featured on the song Under Pressure. So we all knew it. It wasn't like you didn't.
Right. But I didn't know any other answer. I like had an inkling of the Three Horns one, but we still got it wrong because I got it wrong.
Right.
So I was essentially useless to the trivia night.
Well, what's funny is that was just like a real life Clever Boy quiz.
Right.
But like you didn't have someone who actually cared about you giving you the questions, so you just failed miserably.
Right.
So,
right. It tracks.
Right. But that was fun. I had fun that night. Our team name was the Dudes.
The Dudes. Yeah.
The Dudes. But we lost hardcore.
Yeah.
Because the final question where we like got to wager all of our points. They had to name we had to say true or false if the fast food restaurants were named after the creator of the restaurant.
Right, so, right. And you got
Taco Bell.
Of them wrong.
I did not get all of them wrong.
You got 2 of them right out of the 5.
I got 3 out of 5 right. The last 2 are the only ones I got wrong. And to be fair, the Rafferty brothers, that should not be what RB stands for. Okay, and who cares about Arby's?
I do. I like Arby's.
Last time I had Arby's, it was trash.
I mean, that's fair, but I've had Taco Bell that's trash, and it's currently my favorite fast food restaurant ever.
That's because even if Taco Bell is trash, you know you got a Baja Blast.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
If Wendy's is trash, I get a Dr. Pepper, and it's probably low of syrup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I said Wendy's. I meant Arby's. I love Wendy's.
Wendy's too, though. I've had some bad sodas from Wendy's.
Yeah.
McDonald's is the worst, and it's mostly because I
will hand it back at McDonald's if you give me a bad pop at McDonald's.
Listen, I'm there for the Coke that literally burns my esophagus as it goes down, but in such a sweet, good way.
I want that crispy Sprite.
Thank you. I'm not gonna accept a low syrup soda.
For sure.
Not from McDonald's.
It's a pop. I want it to pop. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a soda. I want it to soda down my throat.
I want it to be so delicious. Now.
Exactly.
Since you had that real life Clever Boy quiz, let's see how you can do on my Clever Boy quiz, Matt.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, if it's anything like the bless you. If it again.
Gosh. Hold on.
Don't throw your back out, dude.
Hold on.
Oh, Lordy, bless you again. But as I was saying, if it's anything like the real life Clever Boy quiz that I so graciously failed at last week on Thursday, this week, whatever week it is, well, I'm probably gonna lose, and I'm one step closer to being to being very close to my punishment, which I don't like.
I haven't been around cats in a little while, and I'm slightly allergic to them.
So that's why you had the sneeze attack.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Matt. Now it's time for the Clever Boy quiz. The fun part is going to be trying to figure out if I should leave all of that in. And if you know what I'm talking about, that means that I did leave it in.
I was talking the whole time, so I would hope that you leave it all in.
Yeah, the only thing that like will probably stop me from leaving it in is the video version of it.
which is pretty funny.
Oh,
However,
no, they won't see what I was
muted it.
doing.
Exactly. You
would
muted
go to
it, and if
you.
I was talking, it would be on my screen. So yeah, you're good.
Oh, yeah, I'll leave it in then. You guys don't know what I just did, do you? I blew my nose on camera. Anyways, this week's Clever Boy quiz is, how dare you? You never ask a woman her age, Matthew.
Okay, I like that. I like that one. You got really got into character on that one.
I'm going to give you two things. You have to tell me which of the two is older.
Oh boy, okay.
It's very simple. It's an either or, yes or no.
Yeah, very simple. So
What? You like multiple choice, right?
Yeah, but I don't like these quizzes. So it kind of defeats the purpose.
It's very simple, you know. Here, I'll start with it.
I have a 50% chance of passing, you know?
Exactly. I'll start with one that's easy.
Okay.
What's the basis for how old something is? You say that's the best thing since sliced bread. So,
okay.
Scenario number 1, Matt. What's older, sliced bread or the company Nintendo?
I'm gonna go with the company Nintendo. Final answer. I'm pretty sure like Betty White was older than sliced bread, so if Nintendo came out before Betty White, then we should be good.
When Betty White was older than sliced bread. Sliced bread first hit the market on 1928.
Which is wild.
Yes.
What were they doing? What were
Just
they doing
full
with
loaves.
their sandwiches?
Just full loaves.
Just an entire loaf of bread with like a slice of meat and cheese in between?
No, they would cut it at home.
Oh, see, so marketed sliced bread.
Yeah,
like
the
store-bought
sliced bread first hit the market.
Okay, all right.
If you would listen when I read the question.
You said sliced bread. That's all you said.
When did sliced bread first hit the market, Matt? I mean, you got the point. Calm down. You got the point.
All right.
Nintendo came out in 1889.
Really?
They were a trading card company.
Oh, you know what? I did know that, but I didn't know it was the 1800s. Late 1800s, sure, but I didn't know that.
Oh, fully wild, dude.
That's
fully
insane.
wild.
Yeah.
But there you go. You got your first question right.
Imagine in 1889 being like full on. That's like, what era is that? That's like, obviously.
That's post-Civil War. That's Reconstruction era.
Right. So like imagine Reconstruction era and like you're just like trading cards. I mean, I know it was Japan
right, but
first, but like still.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
All right. Question number 2. What's older? Dr. Pepper?
Nice.
Or cameras?
Dr. Pepper or cameras? Can you tell me which year each of them came out?
No.
Okay. Am I able to phone a friend?
I'm your friend, and no.
Shoot. Okay, so Dr. Pepper or cameras? I'm gonna go with cameras.
Final answer?
Sure, final answer.
Matthew, that's correct.
Woo! All right.
The first camera photo was taken in 1825.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dr. Pepper was not created until 1885.
Oh, all right.
And on every can, it says established 1885.
I need to start looking at those more because you're going to quiz me on all the on every year.
I somehow find a way to put Dr. Pepper into every quiz. That is because I love Dr. Pepper, and if anyone from that company wants to sponsor us, please.
What? Please do.
You.
I would literally inject
I
it
would
into
love
my
it.
veins.
I already injected into my veins. What more do I have to do for your corporation?
What's wild is we actually just had a discussion about this. Dr. Pepper reportedly has almond extract in it, which is insane because we just discussed a couple episodes ago. Okay, it was like really early on.
Yeah,
that nuts kill Connor. Are you wrong? Is this whole thing an elaborate ruse?
I don't think it's natural flavors, or it's either I'm just not allergic to almonds. The problem is I don't want to test if I'm allergic to almonds.
Oh, so it's kind of like vanilla. Like artificial vanilla is beaver anal gland juices.
Right.
Excretions. Yeah, okay, I got you. So it's something similar to that where it may not be exactly almonds.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Just a little fun fact for you listeners at home.
Yeah, that's why you get pure
don't
vanilla.
use artificial vanilla.
All right, Matt. Question number 3. Who's older? Scooby-Doo or Air Force One?
I love Scooby-Doo, but I don't know when Air Force One came out. Air Force One, as in like the plane that holds the president. Air Force One.
Yes.
Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a movie. So if you're talking about the movie, I wanted to clarify. I'm gonna.
It stars Harrison Ford. It's very good.
Yeah. Never seen it. Let's go Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you for 100, Steve?
I'm sorry, Matt. That is incorrect.
You know,
Scooby-Doo is a cartoon premiered in 1969. The Air Force One was designated in 1953.
Oh, wow. All right.
A good way to have remembered that was that Lyndon B. Johnson was sworn in as president on Air Force One 4 years before.
Right.
But 3 years before Scooby-Doo came out.
But right. Nobody likes Lyndon B. Johnson at all.
Right. But JFK died, and that was kind of a big deal.
Right. But
so
nobody likes.
Maybe you would.
I don't. No, I don't.
Matt, name really 3 presidents.
I could name you 100. Well, that we don't have.
You could not name 100 presidents.
if I could name them all twice, we still wouldn't have 100. But I could name you 3 right now: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, John Quincy Adams, and I believe John Adams, his son, was also a president.
John Quincy Adams was John Adams' son.
Well, it doesn't matter. Then there was George H.W. Bush. There was George W. Bush. There was Donald Trump. There was Barack Obama. There's Joe Biden. That's
not the quiz we're doing right now.
I know, but I'm on a roll. There's Howard Taft. There's the other guy, Andrew Jackson, Lyndon B. Johnson, Martin Van Buren. I'm on roll here. That one guy you just said is John F. Kennedy. Bill Clinton.
Do you know who my favorite president is?
Who's your favorite president?
William Henry Harrison.
Why?
Because he didn't wear a coat to his inauguration, caught pneumonia, and died a month into office.
Yes. Yeah, no, that was pretty funny.
Alrighty. Question number 4, Matt.
All right. I think I should get a bonus point just for naming all those presidents.
Let's go to the judges. The judges say no. Number 4. What's older, Alaska's statehood or Lego?
Lego. Final answer. Lego. Lego my ego, and some Alaskans might say because it came out before Alaska.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Alaska received its
Alexa, please tell me when Alaska received its
No,
statehood.
you're not allowed to use Alexa.
I don't have one in my room.
Alaska received its statehood in 1959, and Lego as a company started in 1949.
10 years.
There you go. All right. Question number 5.
Is it getting hot in here? Or is it just me?
That was me.
Sec. All right, give me one
it's
sec.
very hot. Hold on.
I almost just flashed a nip.
That's a little private thing for the Patreon right there.
I almost just flashed a nip. I'm sorry, guys. All right, moving on.
Question number 5. What's
Yeah.
older, Matthew Haux or Google?
Matthew Haux is older than Google. Connor.
I respectfully left your middle name out of this, but if you want to give me that attitude, I will tell everyone what it is.
Listen, you can't hurt me. I already have a punishment slowly inching its way like that freaking snail.
But you forget you haven't received the punishment yet, which means I can change it at any time.
I understand that. But saying Ryan on the air, see, I just took your power away from you because that is how powerful I am. Actually,
except that's not your real middle name, is it, Marie?
Actually, my brother-in-law calls me Matthew Evelyn Haux, so I guess you can take your pick. My sister's middle name is Marie. I won't tell you which one.
That's fair. I think 1 in every 3 white girls has the middle name Marie. So, Matt, you were born in July of 1998.
Yeah.
Google officially launched in September of 1998.
I'm crushing this quiz. Knock on wood.
That means you have 4 points now.
Mm-hmm.
Moving into question number 6. What's older, potato chips or Abraham Lincoln?
Oh boy. What? Who? I don't see. You make me question everything because, like, some of these are like, yeah, in 1622, Abraham Lincoln was president. That's not true at all. I'm just making up. In
1692, Abraham Lincoln sailed the ocean
blue. And then you're like, but chips just happened to be invented in the 1300s. Like, what? I don't know. I don't know. All right. Abraham Lincoln.
I'm always getting them mixed up.
They just look so alike. Abraham Lincoln was born. Okay, if he was a president during the Civil War, which we actually just discussed, was the latter half of the 1800s.
Right.
I think it was 1860s.
Very good, Matthew.
Something like that.
1860 to 1864.
Right. I would. And potato chips. They could have been invented in a different country for all I know. At like in 300 BC, they could have. Hey, let's slice a little potato and deep fry it. Oh, whoa! Look at this. It's a potato chip. You know what? I'm gonna go on a limb here.
Mm-hmm.
Go against my gut, even though I have a certain time period for Abraham Lincoln. I know we're talking about when he was born, so it was way before. It was like early 1800s, I think. Let's go potato chips. Potato
Final
chips.
Answer?
That was it, right? Potato chips. Okay, yeah. Final answer: potato chips.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Dang it! I should have went Abe Lincoln.
The first recorded recipe for potato chips, which I believe was actually found in France, so you're right that it was in another country, but it was written in a book in 1817.
Oh, boo.
That's the first recorded record. Abraham Lincoln was born in 1809.
The first recorded record.
Right, but we are a people of recorded and written down tradition. And so that's how we actually date something.
I don't know. Could have been over earlier.
It definitely wasn't.
All right, fine.
I'm sorry. Did you make this? Did you make this quiz?
Yes.
No. Number 7. What's older? The TV channel Animal Planet or myself?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Animal Planet or yourself, who is younger than me, which means that Animal Planet would have to be older
Okay,
than me.
sorry. I need to point out that I'm like a few days younger than
It's a
Matt.
few weeks, bro. I'm the 9th. You're like the 20
The
something-ish.
28th. Like
Yeah.
you're not that much older. You're 17 days older than me.
That's a lot.
Mm,
That's 3 weeks, bro.
a week and a half, but okay.
All right. Okay. So to clarify where my brain train was going, I'm gonna go. I have no idea when the Animal Planet was made. It could have been in our dear little childhood. I'm gonna go with. Sorry.
That was serial killer stuff. For those of you listening, he was caressing the microphone,
The pop filter.
the pop filter, and just slightly with his finger was saying,
Listen,
"It
you
could be
drive
the
me.
godhead."
You drive me to madness, and I'm just embodying Edgar Allan Poe. Okay.
Thump, 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 thump,
I'm gonna
thump.
go with the Animal Planet. For 700. Harvey.
That it's older.
Yeah, that is the quiz.
That is correct.
Ooh.
The Animal Planet debuted in 1996. As we discussed, I was born in 1998.
Look at that.
You're doing pretty decent with this one.
Well, I am Benoit Blanc, as stated in another episode. So I have the sleuthing skills of a very impressive sleuth.
Well, we'll see about that one, Matthew. Number 8. What's older, indoor plumbing or the elevator?
Oh shoot! I hate you. Oh no! I only made it to 8.
We got him to say it.
Right. Elevator or indoor plumbing? Indoor plumbing, elevator.
That is the question.
The elevator was created as an idea. Oh, wait a second. Are we talking electric elevators? Or are we talking like these little pulley elevators? Do those count? Like the
modern elevator.
dumbwaiter?
Let me double check. I believe it was the auto elevator. Like
Okay,
the auto company elevator.
Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like dumbwaiters, because those are way before.
Otis Elevator Company. That was the inventor of the modern elevator.
Okay. And what year was that?
I don't know. You tell me. You're not going to trip me up, dude. You're not my mind, okay?
Dude,
you can't make me say the wrong thing.
There's been like 3 episodes where you give the answer to a clue when you're trying to give me the question.
Yeah. I'm a moron, not an idiot.
All right, Jack Black.
Sorry, I got a swivel chair and now I can't stop moving.
I know, I have one too. It's so great. Except mine's really uncomfortable. Like I had to put 2 pillows on it just to sit here, and my butt still hurts after several hours of gaming. Anyway, sorry. Back to the question. Yes. Elevators, elevator music, elevator. Elevators, or which one was the other one?
Indoor plumbing.
Indoor plumbing. All right. I'm going to go with indoor plumbing is, older than the elevator.
Final answer?
This usually, the issue is I'm so close. I'm so close.
This is the closest you've been to a victory in a while.
And I don't want to screw it up, but like indoor plumbing, when did that happen? I remember, but the issue is I have no reference for elevators. I have no reference at all for when elevators were created.
I know.
But I remember, I don't know if this is entirely accurate to my knowledge because I haven't watched a movie in a while, but I remember in The Help, which is a pretty decent movie, obviously there were segregated bathrooms, and
Right.
the quote unquote help in the movie had to use separate bathrooms. And I feel like there was something on like I think I'm going down a rabbit hole that I don't even know where the end of it is. So let's go with 100% final answer right now. I just don't want to get it wrong. Um
5, 4.
If I go
3,
with the
2,
if I go with
1.
the elevators are older. I hate you so much.
Sorry, Matt, that is incorrect.
I should have stuck to my guns and done indoor plumbing.
The elevator was invented in 1853. Indoor plumbing was first utilized inside a building in 1826.
Wow. Okay. Cool beans.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep.
It's almost the 200-year anniversary of indoor plumbing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What would we do without indoor plumbing, like bidets? Listen, I will rehash this with you. I will rehash this with you all day long. I would love to, actually, because I didn't get to say all the points that I like to say when I'm talking about bidets and how wonderful they are.
Well, maybe we can do that as one of our Patreon exclusive episodes.
I'm sure they would love nothing more than for us to talk about poop for an hour.
Let us know if you would like to hear us talk about poop for an hour.
I will.
All right. Number 9, Matt. What's older, beer or the wheel?
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. What do you constitute as a wheel?
A wheeled mode of transportation.
And what do you constitute as beer? Because obviously modern beer is different than not modern beer. And the Neanderthals, or whatever we want to call them, we usually attribute some sort of wheeled cart or something to cavemen. I'm putting in quotes because I know that's not scientifically correct. We usually attribute that, but they could have also had some sort of rudimentary beer made from wheat. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I'm asking, what are we constituting as both of those? Because obviously we're not constituting the modernized version of beer and the wheel.
Evidence of fermentation.
Oh my gosh, that's evident. That's not beer though. That's like really any alcoholic beverage. That's a cider, that's a wine, that's a beer.
It specifically is linked back to beer though, from the website that I got. Like the sources say, like this fermentation was specifically with beer from grain fermentation.
Okay,
that's what differentiates between other alcohols. Like wine is fermentation for grapes, vodka is potatoes, and gin is a few different things, typically pine needles, I think.
Right.
At least that's what aviation gin tastes like. And
never had
and it. Tequila is the agave plant.
Yeah. Yes. I knew all this. Okay. But I just don't know what year. I'm gonna go with the wheel. I know I'm gonna go with the wheel. I have no freaking clue.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Oh, I hate you so
first
much.
Evidence of a fermented liquid can be traced back to 8,500 BC.
Okay.
The wheel was only traced back to 6,500 BC.
I call bull.
That's what the internet told me, dude.
Okay, you believe everything you read on the internet, Connor?
No, just educated sources that can actually cite the material.
Fine.
All right, Matthew. You're on your last question.
Matthew. Why would you use Matthew? That makes me uncomfortable. You don't use Matthew. You use Matt.
Oh right, Matthew
It's
Ryan.
It's either Matt or Mr. Poe to you, sir.
All right, Matthew Ryan, you are on your last question here.
Yeah.
You need this one to win.
All right.
There is no tiebreaker.
Okay.
Last question. What is older, the Gregorian calendar or mechanical clocks?
Why? Why? I have no idea. I truly have no idea because I don't.
Can you describe to me what the Gregorian calendar is?
No, only because. So the issue is the Gregorian calendar is based off of something, right? Is that the Mayan calendar or is that based off?
No, the Mayan calendar is the Mayan calendar.
No crap, Sherlock.
The Gregorian calendar is the modern calendar that we use based off a 12-month system.
Oh, lordy. And you said the mechanical clock?
Yes, specifically mechanical clocks, because there were things beforehand that were used that were technically timekeeping devices.
Like sundials and stuff like that was a time.
Right, hourglasses, things like that.
Not a mechanical device. The Gregorian calendar, however,
it's not a mechanical device.
Right, using the 12-month system. But before what's his face, Julius Caesar and Augustus Caesar, if that is actually correct and not just like a weird random myth, I'm pretty sure it's correct. They added months to the calendar. So was the mechanical clock invented after they added months to the calendar, which I'm pretty sure made it 12 because Nov is, Oct is 8, 9, and 10. So they added 2 months to the calendar, which would have been July and August. So was the mechanical clock after the Roman Empire? That's a good question. The Roman Empire lasted. All right, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm prepared. I'm prepared for the punishment. So if I don't get this right, I'm not going to spend all of our listeners' time trying to debate if this is right, going back and forth. I'm going to go with the Gregorian calendar.
Is that your final answer?
Sure. That is my final answer. Click, click.
I'm sorry, Matt, that is incorrect.
Why? Why do you hate me? Why have you forsaken me? What have I done?
The Gregorian calendar began circulation and use in 1882 or 1582. Sorry.
Yep.
Mechanical clocks can be traced back to 1176.
Dang, that's a big difference. When were they using mechanical clocks, though?
Gears and stuff, my dude. Those have been around for a while.
I understand that, but like...
Da Vinci invented a helicopter, dude.
Wasn't he after the Roman Empire, though?
Yeah, but still, it's really early. The Roman Emperor, Augustus Caesar, was the Roman Emperor during the times of Jesus.
Right.
So, like, that's literally BC.
Yeah.
So you got to think about, like, the time differences. And I think 1176 is very close to actually when Da Vinci was around. I think he's, like, maybe 14th, 15th century.
Hold on. So Augustus and Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was what relation did he have to Augustus? Was he his son?
Uncle.
Julius was before Augustus, or Augustus was
Julius Caesar is the one who created the Roman Empire.
And you're saying that was BC?
Yes.
And that's when created the Gregorian calendar, or was
No,
it put together later?
Gregorian calendar is from 1582.
Right. So who the heck? If I thought they put the August and July in, so someone else in the 1500s was like,
Here we go. Hold on.
hey, I guess I'll name some things after Julius and Augustus Caesar, because why the heck not?
I'm getting this from the Wikipedia page.
Wikipedia.
The first calendar reformed of the early modern era resulted in the Gregorian calendar introduced in 1582 and based on the observation of a long-term shift between the Julian calendar and the solar year.
Sure. Sounds cool to me.
So there are many different calendars, such as like the Jewish calendar, the Chinese calendar,
Right.
and then the Roman calendar was actually formed by Julius Caesar in 46 BC.
Right. So
Julian calendar was no longer dependent on the observation of the new moon, but followed an algorithm of introducing a leap day every 4 years. This created the distinction between a month from a lunation.
So the Gregorian calendar is essentially a close derivative of the Julian calendar, which is why that's what was tripping me up. I was basing it off of the Julian calendar, which would have been Caesar's time period, but BC. And okay, that makes more sense.
The Gregorian calendar is based off of the Julian calendar. It's just
right.
like a reform, like it's like the new King James version, basically.
Right. No, yeah. I see. That's what tripped me up, though. I was thinking all the way back to like Rome times was when the Gregorian calendar started, and that's why. Okay.
No,
but gotcha. Okay, believe it.
Well, unfortunately, Matt, that puts you at 9 losses.
Unfortunately for me, not you.
Yes, I know. I'm sitting pretty over here. That means that if you lose next week's quiz, you will have to face a punishment.
Yeah.
And that's going to be so much fun for me.
I'm sure it will be, Connor. I'm sure it will be.
But that is all I have for the Clever Boy quiz this week. Matt, what was the topic you wanted to discuss this week?
I'm starting to form a brand here. I feel like every time we discuss my topic, this is what I bring to the table. But like TV and video games play a very important like part of my life. So I have yet another TV show that I'm bringing to attention.
Let's hear it.
And it's based off a video game, so it's just like it's 2 in 1. It's
Like,
2 in 1.
Can I guess again, like I did last week?
Sure, why the heck not?
The Last of Us.
Yeah, it's coming out when this episode releases, and I'm so excited. The 15th.
Now, I know nothing about the game or the TV show, except Pedro Pascal is in the TV show.
And
that is all excited. I know.
Yes. Okay. Video game based on a post-apocalyptic zombie-type world where people, when they die or are killed or when death happens, or they are bitten, they are infected with some sort of fungal spore. All right. And it turns them into zombies. And there's zombies, I guess I put in quotes because they're taken over by a fungus. Their bodies are. So there's different like versions and levels, I guess you could call it, just based on like the amount that the spores have grown and taken over, because fungus tends to spread. Anyway, really interesting video game series. It's one of my absolute favorites, and people hate on number 2. I loved it. I thought it was so good. I'm a big fan of both video games. But yeah, it's one of those classic, like, we need to find a cure to save people kind of zombie things, but it's also just like really good. It's about like a father-daughter type relationship that forms over the series, Pedro Pascal being the father and the other girl, which I know her name, I'm just blanking on it right now, is like the daughter figure.
Bold mood for them to cast Pedro Pascal as the father type.
What's
Because
that?
I just think it would have been more of a stretch as an actor for him to be the daughter type.
I really think him and David Harbour both really embody that daughter type figure.
Right.
And I've seen them do both. I've seen them, audition for both. And I really think I agree with you there. But I think he's gonna step out of his comfort zone a little bit and play this father figure pretty well.
Speaking of David Harbour,
Yeah.
I saw Violent Night today.
Oh, did you?
Which is him as Santa.
Yeah, I'm so excited to watch that.
Fantastic movie.
Really?
Yes, fantastic.
Okay.
It's David Leitch is the producer on it, and it's his like production house behind it, and so it has that like Deadpool-y action style to it. Right. So it's very good. It's funny at the same time as being action packed. And there's one scene that made me think of you.
Oh yeah.
He gets captured at one point, and the bad guy set him down and is like, "What's your name?" And he lists all his different names.
I seen this in the trailer.
And he's like Baba Noel, Papa Noel, like Baba, like all of them. And
Baba
there was a few,
like
there was a few that we didn't do on that game, but it just made me think of you and how he could figure out what they were called. But
it's because he's Santa. It's different names for himself. What do you mean he could figure out what it is? He literally, it's him. That's like saying, do you know your name? And I say, well, there's Matt, there's Matthew, there's Maddie, there's Maddie Boy, Yeah, I know all of the nicknames that people have audibly called me over the years.
Yeah, but do you know Santa's?
I don't, but Santa does.
Yeah.
No, anyways, I'm very excited for that.
It's a very good movie. I recommend it highly. If you don't want to go to the theater, I'm sure it'll be streaming somewhere soon. It's a jolly good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm very excited for it. I really want to watch it. And it's funny you actually bring up the movies because I'm gonna go on another anti-capitalist rant.
we can't do two anti-capitalist rants in a row.
It's actually anti-D&D, but have you heard this stuff?
I saw Wizard of the Coast did something, but I don't know what they did.
So I have a very limited understanding of it, mostly because I haven't done my own research, and I've been watching videos on it. There are people that I trust, and there are people that don't fully understand it, quite like me, and are talking about it. So I'm not going to go too in depth because, of course, I haven't done my own research and I don't know everything. But the gist of it that I'm gathering, and this is me completely paraphrasing, basically Wizards of the Coast is saying, hey, anything derivative of D&D is ours. And nobody else can create stuff without our approval is essentially what I'm gathering. So things like any D20 based system like Pathfinder and stuff like that, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't fully understand this because legally the legality of it seems really fishy. It seems really fishy that they can just say, well, it's basically D&D, so it's ours. You know what I mean? Like there's
that doesn't feel right at all.
Right, but that's what I'm gathering from what's going on, and that's why people are so pissed about it. Is because like any art that people make that's not in D&D, they could take because it's D&D, and it's like for example, like I follow this guy on Instagram, and he posts custom artwork for magical items that he creates himself. I think it's a he. I'm not 100% positive. They create themselves. And they posted something saying they're not going to post anymore because they don't want D&D to essentially steal their art and their creations for themselves.
You know what's crazy about that? That like yes, a lot of what they do comes from like myth and lore.
Mm-hmm.
Orcs. Orcs were created by Tolkien.
Yep.
They were something original that he came up with. And orcs are a monster class within D&D.
Yeah.
Halflings are just hobbits.
Yeah. So essentially what I'm gathering is Wizards of the Coast stole a bunch of ideas, maybe created something a little unique, but still stole a bunch of ideas. And now they're saying nobody can steal our ideas. Nobody can make their own thing based off of our ideas. So we're going to charge you, or we're going to demonetize everything you're trying to do.
You can't steal ideas. That's our thing.
Exactly.
Oh, how dare you? That you stole our idea to steal ideas. How dare you, sir?
Exactly. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like they're just, and it's D&D is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, like RPG out there, tabletop RPG that people play. It is huge, and they make a ton of money. Why do you need to freaking money grab on people that are just streaming D&D and having a good time, or people that create custom art for D&D? That's no,
there has to be some sort of like saying like this is our intellectual property that we have trademarked. Like that would mean like anything that Critical Role, which is arguably one of the largest D&D real plays out there, everything they've created, like their world Alexandria and the many books that they've created for that, the Wizard of the Coast just owns. That's not how ideas work.
right.
That's not how intellectual property works. And like there has to be a trademark system in place that says that you can't do that, right?
I would think. I don't know. So what it's specifically called is an OGL, open gaming license, I believe. I don't know how it works. I don't know if they created this and it had to go through some legal system to be created. I don't know if they just created this, posted it, and said, "All right, everybody, follow my rules." I don't know exactly. I'm not super well versed on the entirety of the situation and the legality of it. I'm also not sure if this is already set in stone or something that they're trying to do. So maybe I'll have to do a little bit more research on it before, blabbing about it. But people who do know what they're talking about are outraged by it. So I will also be outraged by it.
There is a reason to be outraged by that at that point.
Yeah.
Because like you said, like it's already the biggest company in the world doing this. Why do you need more money? And so like as jokingly as I was at the beginning saying like we can't do another capitalistic rant, we want to be able to enjoy this thing, guys. Like if you take that away and like lessen the way we can enjoy it, we're not going to play it anymore.
Oh yeah, and that's exactly what we were essentially boiled down to with the Netflix rant. It's
right.
If you make it less fun, guess what? Sorry, we're done.
It's one of those things. Like yes, there are some ways that like we have to deal with things. Like yeah, you can make milk more expensive. You can make eggs more expensive. Like actually no. What like meat? You can make meat or no, because you can just be vegetarian. Vegetables. Let's say like, oh, I'm gonna make this vegetable way more expensive than it needs to be. That you can somewhat get away with that because you need to eat.
No, right.
And like vegetables are like the one thing that most people will eat. I don't need to play D&D.
Oh right, yeah.
I haven't played it in years. I wish I could play D&D more often. I wish I had a group to play with that we could meet regularly. That's like the hardest thing for any D&D group to do, apparently. I don't need to do it. I can go spend my time doing something else.
Absolutely.
I don't need to watch Netflix. I can go spend my time watching something else. You will lose people by doing these things.
Yep.
And like when eventually it comes to the point of we're not going to take it anymore. And that's what I think they're missing is like, yeah, for a little while, people will still be there doing that. But then you strip away. They're not going to take it anymore.
Oh, exactly. And the thing that makes me giggle a little bit, since the absolute dawn of human civilization, people have been finding workarounds. You make alcohol illegal, guess what? Speakeasies. You make freaking anything D&D related, something that we can no longer use, guess what? We're going to find a workaround. We're going to make our own systems that you can't touch. We'll find loopholes.
All D20 systems are owned by Wizards of the Coast? Cool. I have a D21 here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think sure. Yes, I see where you're going with that. But like
it's a creative workaround to the solution, basically, is what I'm saying. We're going to find another way to do tabletop role-playing games.
Exactly.
We won't use dice anymore. We won't do character sheets or things like that. We'll find ways to do it.
Yeah. And it's like, so a couple years ago, Hero Forge, which is a very, very big, very, very amazing custom miniature website. They've added so much stuff over the years. And one time they tried to add mind flayers, illithids, as a species. And it was on there for a little while, and then it was not on there for a little while. And it's still not on there anymore because Wizards of the Coast was like, hey, that's our essentially trademarked or whatever. That's our character. You can't use it. So they had to take it down. People made custom characters. They used tails to make the little mouth tentacles. It works. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
We're gonna find a workaround. We're gonna find a loophole. And I'm not saying that we should get everything we want just because we're gonna find loopholes, because that's not at all what I'm saying. But you are making unnecessary hoops to jump through when we could just be having fun. D&D and any RPG could theoretically be open source. It could theoretically just be free for all users to just enjoy, a free download or a free, but it's not, because people want to make money. And like some of it, I understand that people need to make money. People put hard work into stuff and need to make money. However, all right.
There's a limit and there's a point.
There's a limit.
We discussed that last week, and and they'll face their consequences for it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Alrighty. Do you want to take a guess at what my topic is this week?
Oh boy. It could. What do you mean? Guess at what your topic could be?
Do you want to wait until you have a full breakdown until I tell you something?
Do you know how many?
I was about to say something, and then you on me.
Do you know how many topics? You said do you want to guess? And so
yes,
do you know how many topics?
I'm about to give you a hint to guess better before you get mad at me. Do you know how many possible topics there could be for me to pick from? And you seriously think that I'm going to be able to just guess?
Listen.
What do you want to tell me, huh?
Listen here.
What do you want to tell me?
I don't want to tell you anything. I just want to chill here for a couple seconds.
Matt, there is one big thing that has been through this entire episode that gives you a clue as to what my topic for this week is.
I don't want to say that. Boy, oh boy. No, I have no idea.
Matt, my topic for this week is tattoos.
Tattoos. Oh, I want to get another tattoo so badly.
I cannot wait to get another tattoo, and I'm thinking I'm going to do it soon. The big thing I want to discuss, first of all, this behind me, this masterpiece, this is my favorite tattoo that I have. It is right here on my chest, near and dear to my heart.
For those of you that are just listening, it says Yee Yee, Yeee, smashed together with a little cowboy hat and a star on the front of the cowboy hat above the final E.
The final E is the sheriff, and there's a blue highlight to the whole thing.
It is a great tattoo. I do love that tattoo.
What's great is it's small compared to just my body. So like you have to get somewhat close to see it, and I get one of two reactions. One, people find it funny and get like why it's funny. And two, people think it's stupid. And I love both reactions because I'm never going to find it stupid.
Oh, absolutely.
I know I'm never going to find it stupid. People are like, you're going to regret your tattoos. Not that
never.
one.
Absolutely
Not
never.
once am I going to regret that. I look in the mirror sometimes and I see it and I giggle to myself because it's funny.
Listen. There are tattoos you get because you absolutely love them, and you're never gonna stop loving that thing. And there
For
are tattoos
sure.
you get. There are tattoos you get based on some sort of societal pressure. So the tattoos you get based on societal pressure are names. Names are terrible ideas. Never ever get names.
Never get someone named tattooed.
Unless it's something super ironic like Nicolas Cage. I would get that tattooed on my body. I'd get it in some great
never
font.
get a romantic partner's name tattooed.
Yeah, or like friends, because friendships end, relationships end, even family. I hate to say it, even family relationships can end. I have no problem with people, memorializing their siblings, but you could do it in a much more creative way. Or siblings or family members, I should say. Sorry, my sister passed, so that's the first thing that jumped into my head. And I want to get a tattoo, about her, but I don't want to get her name. I don't want to just get Jenny. I want to get like something that has meaning. Like my sister got like a lotus flower, I believe, that symbolizes her and stuff. So like that, but that's the the two types of tattoos. Things you'll love for forever till the end of time.
Right.
I have a little ghost tattoo that's a Sherlock Holmes ghost. It's my favorite tattoo. I love it so much. And then there's societal pressure tattoos, which is like men thinking they need to get giant lions on their chest, or like I don't know, freaking weird tattoos.
My first tattoo was a cross.
Yeah.
I was one of those dudes.
Yeah.
And like I have a bunch of other like sentimental tattoos, and then I was like, I kind of want some fun ones. And so this tattoo, the Yee was that first fun one. And then I also have a ghost on my leg of ghost with a snapback skateboarding. And then on the other side of the leg, I have a wizard frog. And I would tell you what is written underneath it, but I do not want Wizards of the Coast to take my leg from me. Hypothetically, if there was words underneath the wizard frog, it would say I cast fireball. The fun thing about that wizard tattoo is I was at a tattoo beer and taco convention
Yeah,
early last year, and I got the ghost and the frog at the same time, like the same day, and I wanted the ghost for a while, just because I thought it was like just a chill dude.
We also wanted to get like ghost tattoos as a friend group at one point.
Right. It was just that one for me that was like the chillest ghost out there.
Yeah.
And then I was looking around because I wanted to see if anyone would tattoo a fork full of spaghetti on me. And I was looking at this one artist's booklet, and I saw the wizard frog, and it was in my budget. And I was like, how big would it be? Because like it was a relatively cheap tattoo for how tattoos go, especially at a convention like that. And she goes,
yeah,
it'll be the size that's in the book. And it's good
large.
It's like a 4 to 5 inch tattoo. And I was like,
it's a nice size tattoo.
Yeah, let's do that right now. As soon as I saw it, like there's no thoughts in this frog's head. Like,
yeah,
I need that. And I was like, can you add writing to it? And that made it more expensive because it was smaller writing. So worth it though.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a great tattoo.
Don't get tattoos that you don't want. Like there are some people that like think way too much about tattoos.
Right.
Like they're like, I can never get a tattoo because I'm thinking of the hundreds of tattoo ideas I want. Get one, and if you don't like it, there's always removal, there's always cover up. I wouldn't suggest either of those. Live with your regrets.
There's so many, like, people will be like, I just don't know if I'm gonna like that from years from now. I don't care. Like,
like
that. If I don't like it, then it's just gonna be a funny memory or like something that like. It's a story. There's something still there within it.
It still is part of you. If it means something to you right now, whether it means something to you in 10 years or not is irrelevant, because it means something to you right now. You know what I mean? I don't love, oh shoot, Oh man, I have a lot of things that I really really love and have stuck with me for like a lot of my life. But like,
as an example, I'm not a country boy.
yeah. Oh right.
Furthest thing from it. I drive a truck, but it's a Cadillac truck.
It's a Cadillac truck.
Like it's a nice truck. Like we were moving things the other day, and I did not have enough bed space. I had to call someone with like a real truck to come help move. And so like having yee yee and a cowboy hat and that like the iconology of that does not fit me. The meme of it though does.
It's just,
and that's
it's
how you
just
got to
good.
think. Think about it like 3D chess.
3D chess. That's your best analogy for getting tattoos.
Yeah.
Just get what you want. You know what I mean? Like, a good tattoo artist can cover up just about anything. And not only that, it's still great. It's still great to get a funky little tattoo, a funky little ghost on your leg riding a skateboard. That's freaking dope. And if you don't like it in 10 years, who cares? Enjoy it. Be yourself. Oh man.
If other people don't like your tattoos, their opinions don't matter.
Oh, screw them.
Get them out of your body. It is your body. You get to choose what's on it.
Yep. No, get those people out of your life because they don't deserve you. You deserve to be a free bird, and be a free bird you shall. Get them out of your life. Go get cool friends.
I saw a tweet. This is what end the topic, but I saw a tweet that was like, getting a tattoo is like putting a bumper sticker on a Ferrari, and it's like, actually, Karen, I'm more like a 2004 Honda Civic at best. It's like I'm not at that level. Like, don't try to like elevate me higher than I am.
And bumper stickers are easily removable.
Also, I want to put a bumper sticker on my truck.
If I had a Ferrari, bumper stickers and magnets all the way. Like, what do you mean? I can customize. I want to customize things. I want to make it mine.
Right.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a new paint job on my Ferrari and make it look like freaking Captain America. I don't care. Exactly. I don't care. You know, like people, oh man, people have such like societal expectations. Just break the boundaries, people. Break them and be you. Oh man. Sorry. I could go on this rant for days.
No, that's great. That'll actually, we can count that as your final thoughts for today, Matt. I want to thank you all for listening. As always, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Garlic Boys. See our posts, see when we're releasing new content, and show our support through there. And if you'd like to show some monetary support, you can always subscribe to our Patreon. The lowest tier is $3 a month, and you should scoop up that Patreon subscription soon at the $10 a month bulb tier, as at the end of the month here we will be releasing that Sources Apprentice discussion video.
I can't wait to do that one. I'm so excited.
And hopefully from there we can start doing monthly discussion videos like that on a longer format for you over on Patreon. And finally, if you'd like to see video versions of this podcast, you can always go to the Garlic Boys YouTube channel. Next week's episode, or this past week, will be the Garlic Moms episode, so you can always head over there and check that out to see not only us but our moms in their glory.
All right. Don't also make sure you email us, bombard us with emails. I want Connor's and my phone to blow up. Bombard us with emails at those garlic. It's different than our usual handle. It's those garlic boys at gmail.com. Bombard us with emails. I'll send you pictures of my dogs. I don't know. send us emails.
We enjoy hearing from you. We've gotten some great feedback on the show from friends and family, and so we just want to keep hearing what you guys think, and hopefully we can keep making some great content for you.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And at that point, it's time for us to say, remember to stay
garlicky. I was thinking about this Taco Bell thing behind me, and how I'm gonna get a tattoo. That's the Taco Bell tattoo. Stay garlicky, folks.